Okay, hello and welcome everyone again. Can someone send me this uptime so we can throw it on YouTube? Okay, hello and welcome everyone again to another video. And this video we have a Stuttgart Regionals Finals between Colin 6ix and Dinoski. On Colin's side, as Vibasis mentioned earlier, like his Altaria is safe. And on Dinoski's side, we have pretty much unpunished Charjabug, but on Colin's side we have like his Guzzlord is good, and his Guzzlord, as long as it dodged the the G-Fisk, he should be good, because Cresselia here is running Future Sight, Grassnut, so there is no punishment for the Guzzlord. And here is Dinoski is running the same moveset. And what else? Yeah, Charjabug is so good. Here, G-Fisk is not the greatest, but it's technically his hard answer to Charjabug, which low-key is the second or the safest Pokemon on Dinoski, which we will be seeing basically every game. This is a best of 5, and the winner who gets the 3 wins will basically qualify, will just basically win Stuttgart. So game 1, we have Colin leading a Altaria, which is his basically safest Pokemon. So usually when you don't know what to do, just use your best Pokemons. Thomas, what did you send me? Oh, I think that's the uptime. This is a low-key a favorable matchup for Guzzlord, because Guzzlord has a Dragon Tail, while Altaria does not have a Dragon Tail. It has Sky Attack. It's not as good because you just get outpaced. And we see that almost the health for both is the same. I'm assuming Altaria wins the 2, as Altaria is bulkier, since Guzzlord does not have defense. It has high HP, but no defense. Colin decides to no shield here, and this is actually like you don't want to go down shields in the game. He's going straight for the Mud Shutdown, but he's gonna get a crunch. He's gonna have to tank a crunch. And seeing that both of the backline, it's more favorable to Dinoski, as he has a Poliwrath that will face this G-Fisk. And there is a Charjabug as well. So him getting lots of energy is actually decent for him, because now he's just gonna EQ everything. If you see me just to blindly EQ, as using Pelipper on Dinoski's side is not as risky, so he had to go for that. And I think he's just gonna go for another EQ. He could bait though. If like baiting here is nice, because if they shield, that means there is a Charjabug in the back, right? So he's going for the bait, which is actually a very nice play. Like baiting here is like, okay, if they shield, that means there is a Charjabug, so that means you swap out. And if we notice that Poliwrath on Colin's side has Power Punch, Poliwrath on Dinoski's side does not have Power Punch. It has Icy Wind and Scald. And so far, Poliwrath with Power Punch, Shadow Poliwrath has been like doing great in Stuttgart.
I have many friends, many friends.
Dinoski's going for the discharge for the Exocet. I don't know which move is now better after they buffed Exocet. Is Exocet better or discharge? Which move is better? You guys know? I actually don't know. I've never used this Pokemon in the past. We see a Body Slam coming. It doesn't do that much damage. Exocet is better. Wow, fantastic. Welcome in. This Body Slam does not KO. The problem is that this switch has been stalled enough that we can see a potential swap coming in. Colin did not throw a charge move here, which makes sense because he wants to farm this thing down. Exocet for sure, they do the same damage, and Exocet is cheaper, right? And we see an instant Exocet. Colin is forced to shield here. Just better DPE, I see. Yeah, it's a 5 damage cheaper, right? And he cannot get to the EQ, so he's forced to throw this Rock Slide. I don't think this Rock Slide KO, which means Densky is taking game number 1. And Martine, aka Inadequance, is out of his mind now. He's going crazy. Exocet is 5 energy less. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's what should happen to Exocet. Hopefully next season, they will just make it do 5 more damage or 10 more damage. Because Exocet is just not a good move. It's a good move. It's an average move, okay? It's not bad, but also it's not good. Yes, can you put that on the chat so we can say hi? That will take time. Okay, let me see. You can chat.
I have many friends. Okay. Many friends.
We back. Thank you so much for the follow. And moving into the game number 2. As we saw, Colin led Lickitung. Lickitung is not the perfect lead for him. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish in the game before. But wait, he led Altaria. Okay, he led Lickitung the game before. As Lickitung doesn't do anything for him. Like, usually you can risk leading Lickitung if you see a Lantern, which you don't have an answer to in your team. But we don't see a Lantern here, so I don't know about Lickitung. I still think that Altaria G-Fisk is a must for him. So he's just gonna have to pick a third. Follow Yasser on YouTube, like and sub. Thank you so much, Ayo. Okay, let's move to game 2. Usually the one who calls the lead will end up in a better situation here, as we see like some Pokemons here that get hard countered by each other's. And Colin is using Cresselia in the lead and gets another Cresselia. So this is a Cresselia here. The bad news is that none of them has Future Sight, so we'll be stuck here for like 3 minutes basically. This is like a Licky Mirror. This is not the best lead we will face. And again, as we see, there is an Altaria and G-Fisk. G-Fisk as his best answer to Charjabug and Altaria as his safest Pokemon. Grass Knot into Grass Knot, and this is where we will add the meme like 3 hours later. Okay, let me just skip something. See, this is the best part about rewatching a VOD, so you can skip watching the entire Cresselia mirror. So it's gonna come to winning CMP, and we see that Colin lost CMP here. Usually you need a high stat product Cresselia for Great League for some situations, and look at that. Okay, if he lives this, that's why you need a high stat product Cresselia. And we see that Cresselia was bulky enough to win the lead, and now we see a Poliwrath, and Altaria will instantly show up here, and this is a nice situation. That's why you need a good IV Cresselia, guys. By good IV, literally the lowest attack possible. Like, if you can get 1 attack, that would be great. So you can live a situation like that. Colin no-shielded the first move, and as he knows that if there is a Charjabug, he doesn't need to have similar amount of shields to win this matchup, because G-Fisk just destroys everything about Charjabug, and he can just go down a shield. And if Deneski shield, that also means that there is a Charjabug in the back. IC1 number 2 comes in here. I think Colin has to call something here. Okay, he decided to no-shield, which is the correct call. It does lots of damage though. And it's just about time to see the Charjabug coming here. And there is the Charjabug. He get to a move, then swapped out. And Deneski's reaction is gold, as he see that this is a dead matchup for him. So what's gonna happen here? Well, that boss will get destroyed by the Bear Trap. Exeter number 1. Okay, didn't do much damage. Galv versus Fisk flashback. Well, the thing about that matchup doesn't last too much, because Galv is just so frail, while like Charjabug is actually bulky. Charjabug is doing what G-Fisk, what the Galvantula failed to do, which is calling a bait. You need to power through the poly, only wink on. That's a good advice from Lyle Jeff. Lyle Jeff, did you win a regional or you were second place, Lyle Jeff? So this is a term they use when you don't have a hard answer to a Pokemon, so you need to power through it. What does that mean? That means either you split the damage on 2 Pokemons, or you just use 2 Pokemons to kill it, and you try to rely on your third being up a shield to beat their entire team. Second! Yeah. I actually used Lyle's Jeff team to win 3 Winnipeg local tournaments. He makes good bulky teams, which fit my playstyle. Bulky Pokemons, Medi, Umbreon, Licky every game. Lajif will be the world champion if it doesn't matter how he plays Yasser. Do you guys think it's good for the sport that a bald guy win the championship? Usually you want like people with good hair, right? Because if a bald guy wins, you can't look at the camera and be like, oh, my eyes, cover his head, I can't see. Crimson didn't win. Exactly. Welcome in, Lyle Jeff. I will wear a hat. Yeah, okay, now we can work around that. Welcome in, Lyles. Yeah, Lyle, do you wanna duo next weekend? Let me know. Okay, we see a nice call by Colin leading Antalya into Pelipper as Densky was like, I'm so done of his Poliwrath that I will be leading a Pelipper. And we see Densky for like finally dropping his Charger Bug as his Charger Bug. Okay, let me pause here. So Densky's best Pokemon here, arguably it's Charger Bug, but every time he used the Charger Bug, it ended up being switch locked or like locked against G-Fisk from Colin. That's because Colin is playing phenomenally to align his G-Fisk against the Charger Bug. But look at this. Densky dropped the Charger Bug because he's like, okay, I am done having my Charger Bug locked, switch locked into G-Fisk. At the same time, Colin went for the massive call. It's like, no, I am going to drop G-Fisk because he's going to drop a Charger Bug, which is a 5-hit call. Look at that. Amazing. That was literally like mind-blowing call. Look at that. Calling that the opponent will not use their best Pokemon, so you drop your hardest counter to their best Pokemon. We see a safe swap, Glodzire. Glodzire wins this matchup if I call correctly, but it all depends who. If Licky has more energy, oh my, that's a very bulky Lickitung. Hello Yasurio, what's up Chris? I'm the 2025 World Champion and bold. You have to wear a hat, that's the rules. Yo, Big Riggy will come in. What was starting Elo? We are one set away. It turns out that we need one more set to get the Elo. Because I went like a 3-2 when I needed a 4-1 to get the Elo. So we had to play another set. Oh my. Do you Power Whip here? I think you Power Whip, right? Because Body Slam doesn't KO there. So that was actually a good call by Colin. That was a... okay. Colin's playing phenomenally, dude. It's like a world champion playstyle. We see a Gislord, so if he gets to the Body Slam, that's amazing. If he doesn't, that's fine, because he is going to have the alignment. We see Dragon Claw number 1. Shadow Poliwrath is not the bulkiest. Poliwrath has decent bulk, but not the Shadow one, so he's going to respect this and shield. We see an instant to swap to Pelipper. I think the best play would be like... throw an Icy Wind then swap, or just go to Altaria and soak all the energy, then counter down after. So we see Pelipper going for the Hurricane, which is his win con, technically, because he has to leave a shield. I think this is very risky for Colin. Dude, Densky was able to pull something out of that matchup. Yeah, he went for the Hurricane as that was his last win con. I think Colin's just going to try to farm all the way down, but it's not doable, to be honest. And that was a game. Well played by Densky. Nice call by Colin. The calling a team wasn't enough for Colin to win this matchup. And yeah, Densky played for his win con and he was able to pull it through. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Let's see how much the counter. Is counter gonna do it here? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Okay, just go for the counter. Is not doing enough damage, to be honest. Yeah, it's not doing enough damage. Rank 14 didn't play at all. Weekend. When are you gonna play? Waptastic during lunch breaks?
I have many friends. Many friends.
And now it's 2-1 to Densky. Densky taking notes. He said, when I dropped the Charger Bug, he dropped G-Fisk. Sick, bro. Feel better soon, Waptastic.
It's just Clotsire business. Yeah, but that Clotsire, I think Clotsire basically set up that Guzzlord to get some energy. Then
yeah, Pelipper with energy was deadly for him. Maybe Densky just figured out that his Pelipper is actually decent up energy. Okay, moving into the game number 4. Densky is 1 game away from winning the entire tournament. Colin needs to win 2 more games. We see another nice lead, and both are going for the same team. Colin again going for the hard call that Charger Bug is not coming to this game. Densky always also dropping the... okay, he's like, no, I'm bringing the Charger Bug. Nope, I'm bringing it. So... we see like him going straight for the Hurricane, and if Colin shields this, that's like that's gonna put Densky at a high disadvantage. We see Charger Bug coming through, and since we don't have the G-Fisk now, we cannot swap. He chipped. Okay, here's the thing. He chipped Charger Bug enough to put it in double Body Slam range. So this is actually a good play by Mr. Colin here, as he knows that there must be a Poliwrath or a Guzzlord in the back. So all I need to do now is just to get rid of the Lickitung. Use Lickitung to chip the Charger Bug as much as possible. Okay? and make sure that his Poliwrath, like Densky's Poliwrath or Guzzlord, won't get aligned against the Lickitung. So this is a very nice play. And you will see if Densky doesn't shield, that means that will give the Colin some confidence about this matchup. And that's actually a nice farm down health range to the Altaria. So let's see how this is going to be played. Oh my, he lived with 1 HP, which is actually annoying. That's actually annoying.
Feigns with all that energy, but not it. But the Altaria comes in now and gets all that energy.
Shut up. Fantastic. I will delete that message. I don't like blocking. He's going straight for the bait, as going for a nuke is actually very risky. So we see that Colin's going for the Moonblast, and there was a frame drop on Colin's side and ended up him. Oh no, this is a big move. Okay. This is a great matchup for Pelipper, as Pelipper just need to go straight for the Hurricane. But here's the thing, he doesn't have enough health to play in this matchup. So shielding it was actually a good idea. But to be fair, I think he had to make a call because he didn't have enough health. So sometimes you need to call a bit in that situation. I don't think I would call a bit there. Maybe he was thinking of something different. Not the latter part? What do you mean? Now it's 2-2 and we are 1 win away for each battler here to see who is going to be the Stuttgart regional champion. Colin 2 wins, Densky has 2 wins as well. Okay. But yeah, the frame drop on Colin's side was deadly if it ended up getting shielded. Pokegains here is happy. Pokegains in the finals. Where's Gains? Decisive game 5. Okay. Shut up, Adquins. This is actually a very bad matchup, and we see a nice play. So, okay, let's pause here. So, since Poliwrath has a 2-turn fast move and Charjabus has 4 turns fast move, you can do 1 counter and swap out, and the Volt switch won't register on the Poliwrath. This is something you want to do when you have when basically the fast move won't register on your Pokemon, and your Pokemon is good against your opponent backline, and his Poliwrath is actually decent against the Densky team. So that was something I like to see. It's actually a good play. Not like I'm saying like I'm better or something, no, but that was actually a good play. Okay, Charjabug is staying in, which is telling the Colin that his Altaria is good against their backline, right? So, shielding here might not be a bad situation for him, but again, the Charjabus is so healthy, so he still needs to shield because that's a very healthy boss. The problem is it's going to be CMP, so he has to double shield now. I think unless he's counting, and he knows that for a fact that this is Exeter, he can call it, but it's not a bad shield, to be honest, because your energy will go somewhere. It doesn't matter what they bring with this backline that we see, but Colin doesn't see, right? He's going for the hard-hitting move here, as Densky has had like a pattern of no shielding baits. He's going for the big move, and it's landed. And we see a nice swap to the Poliwrath. And remember that Colin has Power Up Punch and Densky does not have a neutral move. All of Densky's charge moves here are resisted by the Poliwrath. Scald here does not do that much damage, but it might prevent the Poliwrath from getting to another Power Up Punch with the counter after. So let's see. If he gets to the... Oh, no attack. No attack drop. This is... Okay, this is something that becomes annoying, which is the RNG. So, Densky here needed like the attack fell to happen from the Scald that he threw, because that will prevent the Poliwrath from taking his Poliwrath lower, because Poliwrath is technically his Licky answer, which we have in the back, while Densky has a Pelipper, and Pelipper does not beat Licky, right? So look at this. He is at 1 HP, which means the Lick will go through. And we see a Licky taking down the Poliwrath. Now he can go straight Icy Wind, straight Body Slam and win this game. I'm pretty much, this is just a GG, and Colin should win this game. We'd see that Densky is not going for the Hurricane. He's like, okay, it's just about time until Colin wins this matchup. I see Nono Zaza cheering for Colin in chat as well. I don't know who's Colin. I see Poki Gains, dude.
This is a Hurricane. Is this enough?
No, it's not enough because we have an Altaria in the back and that's a 1 Dragon Breath range. What's happening? And Colin is the regional champion for Stuttgart. As you guys can see him. Okay, last time. Oh my. Poki Gains, congrats. Where is Poki Gains? Congrats on winning Stuttgart.
Stuttgart regional champion.
Is it back-to-back Stuttgart? What was the regional he won last year?
It came down to the wire. I think the only
Who was the regional he won last year? Was it Stuttgart?
Not calling that Legisang in the back. If he had stayed with the teleporter,
oh, Lel? Okay. Yeah, he won a regional last year, and I think he faced Totactical in the finals, and he went to 3-2 against Totactical. And this year we also see a 3-2. 3-2 is always nice to see because it shows that both trainers are close, around a similar level. Oh, yo. Is that a wireless charger? Yeah, that's good to see that they have good equipments, but this is not high enough. But yeah, congrats to Poki Gains winning Stuttgart final, aka Colin 6SX. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.